After a string of mortifying dating mishaps that would make even the most confident person consider a life of solitude, Miranda Hobbes might finally have a promising romantic prospect on her radar. In the latest episode of And Just Like That, viewers got a closer look at Miranda's growing attraction to Joy, her witty BBC colleague who seems to effortlessly make her laugh and blush in equal measure. But as any fan of the show knows, Miranda's path to love has been anything but smooth lately, leaving us all wondering if this workplace crush will become something more, or just another awkward entry in her increasingly chaotic dating diary. Between attempting to seduce a nun, yes really, and mistakenly hitting on a straight married waitress, Miranda's recent romantic endeavors have been spectacular failures. So could this charming Brit with perfect timing finally be the one to break her losing streak? Miranda's dating journey since her divorce from Steve has been a masterclass in well-intentioned disaster. After ending her relationship with Diaz in the previous season, Miranda has been trying to navigate the modern dating world with all the confidence of someone who's been out of practice for decades. Because, well, she has been. Her recent attempts have ranged from mildly embarrassing to downright cringeworthy. As she confessed to carry over guacamole at their favorite Mexican restaurant, "The other night, I took a nun's virginity." This jaw-dropping revelation wasn't exactly what it sounded like. Miranda had unknowingly slept with a woman who was about to take her final vows, but it perfectly encapsulated her talent for finding herself in uniquely uncomfortable romantic situations that no dating app could have prepared her for. Things didn't improve when, encouraged by her growing obsession with the reality show by Bingo, Miranda worked up the courage to ask out Ava, their attractive waitress. Feeling a spark of connection over their shared hatred of the show's ridiculous contestants, Miranda seized what seemed like a perfect moment. "Would you like to grab a drink sometime?" she asked with newfound boldness. Ava's response couldn't have been more deflating. "Oh my God, I'm flattered, but I'm straight. And married. With 2 kids." This painful rejection sent Miranda into a brief spiral of self-doubt, leading her to lament to Carrie, "A nun, a straight waitress? I gotta stop playing dating bingo." It's the kind of romantic humiliation that makes viewers simultaneously cringe and feel deep empathy for Miranda's increasingly desperate attempts at connection. But amidst these dating disasters, there's a bright spot that has fans hopeful: Joy from the BBC. Their workplace interaction crackled with the kind of natural chemistry that can't be manufactured. When Joy unexpectedly appeared in Miranda's office doorway, the typically composed lawyer was instantly flustered in the most endearing way. "It is you," Joy said with that charming British accent. "I glanced in and I thought that looks like Miranda, but never in a million years could someone who was just a lowly intern last month have suddenly scored themselves such an impressive and large office." The playful teasing continued as Joy complimented Miranda's new office, even while joking about its modest size. "Yes. Let's pretend that there's enough room." What makes this potential connection so compelling is how Joy manages to draw out a side of Miranda we rarely see. Slightly giddy, off balance, and genuinely delighted. When Joy asked her to tell me something scintillating, Miranda responded with her nun story, leading to shared laughter that felt intimate and genuine. Unlike her awkward interaction with Ava or her various dating app disasters, Miranda's chemistry with Joy feels effortless and reciprocal. Joy's direct question, "What does the devil have for lunch?" showed she's both witty and potentially interested, giving Miranda the perfect opening to pursue something more. Later, when discussing this potential romance with Carrie, Miranda admitted, "I really like her, but it might be totally inappropriate." Her hesitation isn't about Joy's personality or compatibility. It's the professional complication. As Miranda explained, "It's a work contact, and if it goes wrong, I can't just not go to her restaurant ever again." This is a valid concern, especially given Miranda's recent track record of relationship misfires. Dating someone connected to her workplace brings risks that go beyond simple romantic rejection. It could impact her newly revitalized career, something she's worked hard to rebuild since returning to law. Carrie, in her typical straightforward fashion, cut through Miranda's overthinking. "Miranda, ask the classic lesbian out. People meet through work. You're overthinking this." And she's right. For all of Miranda's fears and hesitations, the workplace romance complication feels like an excuse to avoid potential rejection, rather than a legitimate reason to hold back. After all, Joy isn't Miranda's direct supervisor or subordinate. She's a colleague from another organization altogether, making the professional risks relatively minimal compared to the potential rewards of genuine connection. What makes Joy particularly promising as a romantic prospect for Miranda isn't just their chemistry. It's how different she is from Miranda's recent partners. Unlike the chaotic energy of Diaz or the comfortable familiarity of Steve, Joy brings something new to the table. Professional equal footing combined with a playful confidence that challenges Miranda without overwhelming her. Their similar career trajectories, both working in prestigious media/legal environments, suggest a compatibility that could extend beyond simple attraction to genuine understanding of each other's ambitions and challenges. The contrast between Joy and Miranda's recent dating attempts couldn't be more stark. While Miranda awkwardly stumbled through interactions with inappropriate or unavailable women, her conversations with Joy flowed naturally. When Joy visited her office, Miranda didn't have to force conversation or pretend to be someone she's not. She could simply be her authentic, slightly awkward self. That authenticity is precisely what's been missing from Miranda's recent romantic endeavors, where she's often seemed to be performing a version of herself she thinks others want to see rather than being the sharp, funny woman viewers have always loved. Miranda's journey through the dating world mirrors what many recently divorced people in their 50s experience: the disorienting shift from long-term partnership to navigating a dating landscape that has fundamentally transformed during their years of marriage. Dating apps, changing norms around sexuality and gender, and the sheer unpredictability of meeting new people have all combined to make Miranda feel perpetually off balance. As she confided to Carrie, "I spend every waking hour scrolling, swiping, texting, and it's all just hurtful or meaningless. I'm so sick of it." This frustration reflects the exhaustion many feel when trying to date in the digital age, regardless of age or orientation. Her friendship with Carrie provides an important sounding board for these dating dilemmas. When Carrie pointed out that Miranda was overthinking her situation with Joy, it mirrored Carrie's own struggles with long-distance communication with Aiden. Both women find themselves at crossroads in their romantic lives. Carrie navigating a complex long-distance arrangement, while potentially feeling attraction to her new landscape architect, Adam, and Miranda deciding whether to take a risk on Joy despite the professional complications. Their parallel journeys highlight how even confident, successful women can find themselves second-guessing romantic decisions well into middle age. What makes Miranda's potential pursuit of Joy particularly meaningful is how it represents growth from her relationship with Che. While her romance with Che was characterized by impulsivity and an almost desperate desire to reinvent herself, her attraction to Joy feels more grounded and authentic. She's not chasing Joy as an escape from her life or as a symbol of radical change. She's simply drawn to a woman who makes her laugh, and with whom she shares interests and chemistry. This subtle shift suggests Miranda is becoming more comfortable with her sexuality and more discerning about potential partners, focusing on genuine connection rather than novelty or excitement. If Miranda does decide to pursue Joy, it would represent a significant step in her character development, choosing vulnerability despite past disappointments. Her dating misadventures, while embarrassing, have shown her resilience. Each rejection and awkward encounter has been a learning experience, rather than a reason to give up. This resilience has always been core to Miranda's character, from her early days as an ambitious lawyer fighting sexism, to her current journey of self-discovery in midlife. Pursuing Joy would demonstrate that Miranda hasn't lost her courage, despite the setbacks and humiliations she's endured. The question of whether Miranda will finally ask Joy out or continue her streak of dating disasters remains unanswered at the episode's end. What's clear, however, is that Miranda stands at a crucial crossroads. She can either retreat to the safety of not risking rejection, continuing to date random women who are clearly wrong for her, or she can take Carrie's advice and pursue someone who genuinely intrigues her, workplace complications notwithstanding. For viewers who have followed Miranda's journey from the original Sex and the City through, and just like that, the hope is that she'll choose courage over comfort, authenticity over performance, and the potential for real connection over the safety of emotional distance. As Carrie so perfectly summarized when discussing her own relationship challenges, a relationship is standing across from someone and saying, "What do you think?" And then they say, "What do you think?" Miranda's connection with Joy has already shown glimpses of this kind of authentic exchange. The kind of natural back and forth that can't be forced or manufactured. Whether she'll take the leap and turn this workplace crush into something more remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. Watching Miranda navigate the complexities of midlife dating continues to be one of the most relatable and compelling aspects of, and just like that. After all, the courage to pursue connection despite past disappointments isn't just Miranda's journey. It's a universal one that resonates regardless of age, gender, or sexuality.